This is Into Math 3rd grade, lesson 3.3, multiply with 3 and 6. I can use different strategies to multiply with the factors 3 and 6 and solve equal groups problems. Please gather your workbook and a pencil and turn to page 75 under Step It Out, question 2. A wind farm has rows of wind turbines. The farm has 9 wind turbines in each row. How many wind turbines are there in 6 rows? So they've written out a multiplication equation for us, 6 rows with 9 wind turbines, and then they block the answer for us. And then they have this great picture over here where there's 9 turbines and 6 rows as a visual in the green. And then they give us a little more information. They're asking us to use a 5's fact and addition to help solve this problem. So we're just going to follow the steps A through D here together. If you would like to pause this video and try it on your own and come back, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, let's follow along. So it says, write a 5's fact with the factor 9. So a 5's fact simply means that you're going to do a multiplication equation that has a 5 as a factor. So we'll put the 5 down and then make our multiplication sign. And then it tells us the other factor is 9. So we have created 5 multiplied by 9. And when we multiply 5 9 times, we would get the answer of 45. So this is our multiplication equation. And then it gives us another instruction, part B. Then add one more group of 9. So when we have one group of 9, we have a multiplication equation that says 1 9 times, one row of 9. And 1 times 9 is 9. And so now we have two products. We have 45 and we have the product 9 here. And so then they would like us to add one more group. So we need to take our product 45 and add one more group of 9, which is 9. And so if you want to pause and do the addition here, you can do that. And when you come back, you will check to find that your answer should be 54. So now we're going to just write the multiplication equation to model the problem. And they actually already did that for us here, where there were 6 rows of wind turbines, and each row there were 9. And so we know that 6 times 9 is 54. And that, just so you know, and that product matches what we created here when we added 5 times 9, which is 45, plus 1 times 9, which is 9. So then the question that they're asking is, how many wind turbines are there in 6 rows? And we can confidently answer that 54 wind turbines. On the same page, question 3. Pedro is making 6 small pinwheels for a garden. Each pinwheel will have 8 blades. How many blades will be on 6 pinwheels? So we have highlighted and circled the information that's important, and they have already written a multiplication equation for us where there were 6 pinwheels, and each pinwheel has 8 blades, so they're wondering how many blades will be on the 6 pinwheels. Then they would like us now to use a 3's fact and doubling to help, and we talked about doubling in another lesson. And that's just where you have the same number twice and you're adding that. So if you'd like to pause now and come back, you may do so, or you may follow along as well. Part A, write a 3's fact with the factor of 8. So we know that means let's make a multiplication where there is a 3 as a factor. That would be a 3's fact. And the other factor would be 8. And so when we create this multiplication equation, 3 times 8, we can solve that to find that that is 24. And next it says, part B, to then double the product. And where's the product located? That's right, it's the end or the total when you make a multiplication equation. So if we're going to double the product, that means we're going to add 24 plus 24. And when we add 24 plus 24, if you want to pause and try that on your own first, we will get the answer of 48. Part C asks us to write a multiplication equation to model the problem. Again, they have already modeled that problem for us here, but we can confidently say that we know there are 6 pinwheels, and on each pinwheel there are 8 blades. And so when we multiply 6 times 8, we will get the answer 48, which is the same answer we received here in the product when we doubled 3 times 8. So the final question asks what it asked in the beginning. How many blades will be on 6 pinwheels? So the answer is 48 blades. And again, we always use the word that they're asking in the question to answer a word problem. Turn to the next page, page 76, under question 4. Another wind farm has 6 rows of wind turbines. There are 4 wind turbines in each row. How many wind turbines are there in 6 rows? So they have a drawing next to the words here in the green that has 6 rows of 4 wind turbines. So we can really confidently make that multiplication equation, 6 rows of 4 wind turbines. But they would like us to learn another strategy. You are welcome to pause the video and try A through C on your own and come back, or keep following along with me. Part A, complete the multiplication table to help solve the problem. So they have a multiplication table right here that is, some of it is completed, and our job is to complete the entire table. And then we're going to use the strategies, to find the products for the 3's facts and the 6 facts, which we notice here's the 3's facts and the 6 facts, and those are the ones that are missing in this multiplication table. So let's start there. So the multiplication table is really showing the factors in yellow and blue. So when we say 1 times 1, the product goes here, which is 1. And so the ones that are missing, we have 3 multiplied by 1, and we know that that would be 3. So again, if you want to pause and fill in this multiplication chart by going across, you can say 3 multiplied by 2, that would be 6, and keep filling in. You can also count by 3s if you're noticing 3 times 3, that would be adding 3 more to 6, and that would be 9. So if you'd like to pause and fill that in and come back, you may do so. Otherwise, we're going to keep going along here. We have 3 multiplied by 4, and that would be 12. So we have completed all the 3's facts that were missing in our multiplication table. Now we're going to complete the 6 facts. So we'll start with 6 times 1, and we can use the strategy that we've learned that we know that 3 times 1 was 3. So 3 times 1 is 3. And we can take the product, 3, and we can double that. And when we say double that, we're saying we're taking that and we're adding the 3 plus 3 together, and 3 plus 3 gives us 6. So then we know that 6 times 1 is 6, and we can write that here in our multiplication table. Again, if you'd like to pause and continue on, you can do that and come back to check your answers. Otherwise, you can follow along with me. Let's look at the next one. The next one is 6 times 2. And so we know that 3 times 2 equals 6. So we're going to take that product, 6, and we're going to double it. We're going to add it together with itself. 6 plus 6, and that makes 12. So we know, oops, I forgot to put the equal sign here. Sorry about that. We know that 6 times 2 is 12 because we doubled the product of 3 times 2. So we can go ahead and write that in here. And let's take a look at the next one. 6 times 3, 6 times 3. And we know that 3 times 3 equals 9. And so we're going to take that product, 9, and we're going to double it. We're going to add it with itself. And 9 plus 9 gives us 18. So we know that 6 times 3 equals 18 because we doubled the product of 3 times 3. So we can write that in. And then our last one here is actually the same multiplication problem that was in our word problem with the 6 rows of wind turbines, and there were 4 wind turbines in each row. So we're going to go ahead and do the last one here, which is 6 times 4. And we know that 3 times 4, oops, that's a 4, equals 12. So we are going to take that product and we're going to add 12 plus 12. And when we do that, we get the answer 24. And so we know that 6 times 4 is 24. So now it says to circle the product where the row for 6 and the column 4 meet, which we did. We circled that answer. And then part C says, how many wind turbines are there in 6 rows? And we can answer that confidently that there are 24 wind turbines. And we want to use the words to complete this word problem. If you would like to go back and watch any of this video, you may do so and pause at any time.